Welcome to TAO, your go-to podcast for the latest in technology and business news. I'm Sarah, your knowledgeable but friendly guide through today's headlines.
And I'm Mike, here to ask all the questions you might have. So what's on the agenda today, Sarah?
First up, Keysight Technologies has scored a significant contract with NATO. They're set to enhance naval radar and electronic support measures testing with advanced radar target generators and electronic warfare threat simulation systems.
That sounds pretty high-tech. What are the benefits of these systems?
Great question, Mike. These systems have a high-fidelity modular design. This means they can improve the calibration, maintenance, and performance assessment of radar and ESM across NATO bases, ultimately boosting defense readiness.
So it's all about making sure everything works as it should when it counts the most.
Exactly. Now moving on to Freshworks. They just announced their Q1 2025 results, and it's looking good. Their revenue is up 19% year over year to $196.3 million, beating estimates.
That's impressive. Did they change their outlook for the year?
They did. They've raised their full-year revenue guidance to between $815.3 and $824.3 million, plus their non-GAAP operating income guidance has been lifted as well. They're really focusing on lean growth and cost control, which is reflected in their narrowed GAAP losses and more than doubled non-GAAP income.
It sounds like they're on a solid path.
Absolutely. Next, let's talk about OpenAI. They've rolled back their recent ChatGPT update after feedback that it was overly flattering and lacked critical judgment.
Interesting. What did they say about this decision?
OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman confirmed the rollback on X. He acknowledged that the change made ChatGPT's personality unhelpful. They're now focusing on refining system prompts and adding guardrails to balance honesty and transparency.
It seems like they're really listening to user feedback.
Definitely. Now, TCS and SAP are expanding their partnership to drive generative AI and cloud adoption. They're focusing on simplifying cloud migration and enhancing service management through RISE with SAP.
What does this mean for their collaboration?
They're establishing an innovation council to co-create forums using TCS's Agile Innovation Cloud and Paceport network. This will help deliver sustainable enterprise value.
Sounds like a big step forward for both companies.
Yes, it is. Moving on to Amazon, they've launched the first 27 production satellites for their Project Kuiper, which aims to build a constellation of over 3,000 satellites.
And what's the goal here?
The objective is to deliver affordable internet, especially to underserved regions. The satellites are communicating successfully, and they have unique coatings to reduce visibility. The next launch is already planned.
That's a massive undertaking.
Indeed it is. Now, CognitiveLab has been awarded a Llama Impact Grant for its Nayana multilingual AI project.
What does this project aim to do?
It's all about expanding support to over 22 Indic languages, reaching billions of users. The goal is to advance open-source AI to bridge digital divides in diverse linguistic regions.
That's a noble cause.
Speaking of noble causes, Google has introduced audio overviews in NotebookLM, which now generates summaries in over 50 languages using the Gemini 1.5 model.
How does this help users?
It enhances accessibility for educators and multilingual content creators, and it's available in over 200 countries.
That's really broadening the reach of their tools.
Definitely. Next, Akamai has launched a cybersecurity service tailored to protect AI applications, LLMs, and APIs.
What kind of capabilities does this firewall have?
It offers real-time threat detection and multi-layer defense against model extraction and adversarial attacks, along with compliance filters and flexible deployment options.
Sounds like a comprehensive security solution.
It is. Now, Samsung is rolling out an update for its Galaxy A series. The One UI 7 update will let users invoke Google's Gemini AI by holding the side button on mid-range models like the A56, A36, and A26 5G.
When is this happening?
The global release is scheduled for early May 2025, extending flagship-only AI features to a broader user base.
That's exciting news for Samsung users.
Absolutely. Now, Infosys is partnering with Yorkshire Building Society to create a mobile-first banking experience for their customers.
What technology are they using?
They're using a tech stack that includes cloud, data, AI, and cybersecurity to streamline financial services and support YBS's 2030 strategic plan.
That sounds like a solid foundation for digital transformation.
Definitely. Moving on, Waymo and Toyota are in preliminary talks to co-develop an autonomous vehicle platform.
What could this partnership lead to?
They're exploring a joint robotaxi service and the integration of Waymo's self-driving tech into Toyota consumer models. The scope is still in early discussion.
That could be a game changer for both companies.
It really could. Now, Meta has launched the Llama API at LlamaCon, with a limited preview offering fine-tuning and model-serving partnerships for Llama 4.
How has the response been?
Llama downloads have hit 1.2 billion, up from 1 billion in March, and there's a vibrant derivative ecosystem. They're also emphasizing an open-source ethos to compete with closed-source providers.
It seems like Meta is really pushing the boundaries.
Indeed. Freepik has released the F-Lite OpenAI image generation model, which is trained on 80 million commercially licensed images to avoid copyright issues.
What are the different variants?
There's a standard variant for prompt fidelity and a texture variant for creative outputs.
That sounds like a versatile tool.
It is. Now, Cluely is facing backlash over claims of an undetectable exam and interview cheating tool, which have been challenged by Validia and Proctaroo.
How has Cluely responded?
The CEO dismissed the software detection as short-lived and hinted at future hardware solutions like smart glasses.
That's a bold move.
Indeed. Moving on, Figure AI has issued cease-and-desist letters to unauthorized brokers selling private shares.
Why are they doing this?
They want to preserve their valuation ahead of new funding and require board approval for any secondary trades.
That makes sense from a business perspective.
It does. Now, Wikipedia has outlined a 3-year AI strategy to assist human editors with automation in tasks, discovery, and translation while maintaining transparency and open source principles.
How will this impact Wikipedia?
It'll help streamline processes and improve efficiency while upholding the values that Wikipedia stands for.
That's a thoughtful approach.
Absolutely. Duolingo has rolled out 148 new AI-created language courses, doubling its catalog.
But there was some backlash, right?
Yes, there were concerns over job losses and quality due to an AI-first staffing shift, which led to user protests.
It's a tough balance to strike.
It is. Now, Anthropic has publicly supported the U.S. Commerce Department's proposed AI chip restrictions, urging tighter Tier 2 caps and increased enforcement funding.
Why are they supporting this?
They believe it's important to ensure ethical and controlled distribution of AI technology.
That's a significant stance.
It is. Moving on, JetBrains has released the Melum model, a 4 billion parameter open code completion AI on Hugging Face.
What are the considerations for using this model?
It requires fine-tuning before production and has noted biases and security caveats.
So users need to be cautious.
Now, Groove.ai has secured $20 million in Series A funding led by Mayfield.
What will they use the funding for?
They're using AI agents for IT consulting and moving to a usage-based pricing model to scale beyond human-centric delivery.
That's an innovative approach.
It is. NVIDIA's Jensen Huang has urged that upcoming U.S. AI chip export rules be updated to reflect current global realities ahead of the May 15th framework activation.
Why is this important?
It's crucial to ensure that regulations keep pace with technological advancements and global market dynamics.
That's a valid point.
It is. Now, Supermicro's shares tumbled 18% after they slashed their revenue forecast due to customer purchase delays.
Is this a sector-wide issue?
Analysts view it as company-specific rather than sector-wide, which is somewhat reassuring.
That's good to know.
Yes, it is. MediaTek has suspended its full-year earnings outlook due to U.S. tariff uncertainty, though they're optimistic about strong AI-driven demand.
So they're being cautious but hopeful.
Exactly. It's a prudent approach given the circumstances. Speaking of tariffs, Samsung Electronics has issued a tariff warning. Their Q1 operating profit edged up due to pre-tariff buying, but semiconductor profits slumped amid export control uncertainty.
How's their mobile division doing?
The mobile division is strong, which is helping balance out the challenges in other areas.
That's a relief for them.
Indeed, Kintsugi has secured $18 million in funding led by Vertex to enhance its AI-powered sales tax compliance tooling.
What are their plans with the funding?
They're planning a global expansion and have included a $15 million minority stake and IP sharing in the deal.
That's a comprehensive strategy.
It is. Now, Cast AI has raised $108 million in a Series C round from G2 Ventures and SoftBank Vision Fund 2.
What are they focusing on?
They're automating cloud workload optimization, especially for AI compute, and the company is valued near $900 million.
That's impressive growth.
It is. DeepSeek has released Prover V2, an updated math-proof AI model on Hugging Face.
What's unique about this model?
It's built on their 671 billion parameter mixture of experts architecture, and they're pursuing additional funding.
That sounds like a powerful tool.
Absolutely. Lastly, Supio has secured a $60 million round led by Sapphire Ventures to scale its AI-driven legal tech platform.
What are their goals with this funding?
They're targeting rapid hiring and revenue growth, focusing on data collection and analysis in personal injury law.
That's a significant investment in their future.
And that's a wrap for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in to TAO, where we bring you the latest in technology and business news.
We hope you enjoyed the conversation. Until next time, take care and stay informed.